The all-new Peugeot 3008, really anticipated vehicle here at the Paris Motor Show. And we're showing it to you exclusively on Autogefühl, the #1 resource for in-depth car reviews and the #1 community to discuss cars with Thomas. Starting here at the front, this is the new front with a huge front grille, and it stands very much upright. And this is also the signature change, because so far it has been a van stylish car. Now it's a true SUV. We can already see that from the outside here with big 19-inch rims. You get them in the GT trim level, which we'll also take a look at some different colors and other trims very soon. Here also an optional 19-inch rims, huge ones. And let me close just the door. Hello. Goodbye. That's the side profile, 4.45 meters or 14'6". See, rather conservative in the side profile, not playing around too much. Accentuations at the lower part right there. And then this is interesting because we got a kind of flying roof. You see that with the black parts right here, it looks like the roof would be flying in the air. Very interesting concept, and I will looking forward how it will also look inside. Let's now turn the car further. It's always a practical solution if not too many people run through the camera. Because now we come to the rear, and that is interesting because we have those claw taillights. They stand out pretty much. And I would like to know what you think about the design of the Peugeot 3008, especially with those taillights here. So from the front, I think really likable. With the rear, I think I have to get used to it. This stands out a little bit too much, I think, maybe. Well, what's your opinion here on the new 3008? First exterior overview, and we got a lot of vehicles here on location, so we can show you some more of it very soon, also in different colors. And let's get inside. First of all, the doors make a solid impression. And then here on the interior, what can we see? It's really interesting, definitely. It's something completely new. We have some elements we have already seen from other Peugeot cars. For example, this very small steering wheel. But it has been once again adapted. It looks like it would be upside down a little bit. But I think it promises good driving fun. Really looking forward for that, definitely. And it's also, for example, fun in the 308 in a compact car. Also here in the middle console, we soon give you some more detailed shots. We have a airplane cockpit style, which also click the buttons, and it will all be concluded then with the infotainment screen. It stands out a little bit. And there will be a combination between those hotkeys right here and then the infotainment screen control. Also digital instruments, at least here in a top trim level. Well, also interesting that at the inside of the doors, we got nice and soft cloth also here at the lower part of the dashboard. Great solutions, definitely. And we also have an interior special with the supplier that explains more about the surfaces we will soon see in cars. Very interesting, and I think a great solution. Also this plastics here, there has a structure and it's also not really hard, but a little bit softened up. So overall it makes a good impression from the first build quality. A massive gear shifter right there, adaptive beverage holders, and then in the middle part, that reminds us a little bit of Mercedes because they have a similar process here. And also, if you compare to other Peugeot models, it really looks like this here would be a stepping up the game car. So my first impression is I'm really impressed by the quality they're offering here, and also by the styling, because it's something really extraordinary. You know, a lot of curved lines used. It's not that we say, let's make it simple, make it clean. This is really a screaming out cockpit. But at the same time, it has a lot of styling. Or what's your opinion? Now the close-ups here, I think it's an interesting design idea. Here, for example, seat heating, and those ones are the hotkeys for the infotainment system to get to the menu, for example. You cannot click them from below, just from the upper part. Phone hotkey here for car settings, and the GPS hotkey. And this one would be the climate function hotkey right here, and also the music hotkey. We can take a look at what does it change in the infotainment screen. And there it is. For example, the climate unit, you press the button then once in the lower part, and then you control it here with the screen. Yeah, you don't have many buttons left. Some say that's good. Some say they really want to have a knob still for the temperature. You don't have it here. So this would be here to increase or lower the vents. Let's take a look at the GPS, which is in a demo mode at the moment, running through Paris. As it looks right now, yeah, it lags a little bit behind. So at least in this version, I'm not sure if it's just because it's a pre-production model, but it doesn't look too fast. Maybe it's the demo mode, but we've seen definitely GPS which were reacting faster. What is the case that the GPS screen is really huge now in comparison to earlier models, but it stands really out, like popped up here, and so it's not that well integrated in the interior. And then to the main menu or the app view, because connectivité, c'est le français, par Apple CarPlay ou MirrorLink. So this would be the connexion de votre équipement. So it would be the connection to your smartphone. You can plug it in the USB port then. So this is also available with the new Peugeot 3008. And the digital cockpit we can have here, I'll search in some other cars, but I'm pretty sure that the standard version will just come with a manual or with an analog one, but we'll find out more about that later. Here at least the digital cockpit, speed in the middle part, then some information on fuel on the right part, and left side, for example, information about infotainment or maybe assistance system, and you can also change that. Wow, with some fancy animations here, for example, with the GPS inside. So really attacking this digital cockpit stuff. Let's see here, what else can we do with that? That's more classical way. GPS on the right and the analog digital and speedometer on the left side. Minimal. Let's see how that changes. Really interesting to see. You can play around with that really a lot. That's just to have the limited view on the kilometers per hour, or you can just personalize your stuff where you want to have which element. And what is interesting with this car are the storage spaces. Glove box. Wow. So huge, really. Interesting. Then in front of the middle console, there's a USB slot, but also even more space. And there's also the simple option. You can get the inductive charging for your smartphone. Also room at the inside of the doors. And then, let's take a look right here. Incredible room in the lower middle console here. I mean, you can hide children in here almost. Wow. So this is one of the biggest surprises here, that we have so much space in the interior. But is it also true for the package of the car? So how much space we will have inside in the rear? As I would be driving as 1.86 m in height or 6'1". You see the back part of the seats have this sparing out part, so there's still room for my knees. And well, I could move the seat a little bit more in the front, that would work, so you have an impression of how much space is. Then, as for the panoramic roof, does exactly fit with me. If you need more headroom in the rear, you should leave out the panoramic roof then. So overall, for a compact SUV, it's pretty much okay, but we have seen better packages, as for what we have on the outside and then space on the inside. But the storage spaces, they are really, really large. The seats you can already flip here from the inside, and this goes, it's a very light process. And you see you have a small gap to the rear part. We'll soon take a look at that one. 2/3, 1/3 split, and there will also be a ski hatch available. And what about the trunk? Let's see if we can open it right there. Manual one in this case. And you see there's optionally a cover available here, and then you will have an even loading service to the front. So at the moment it's removed right here, and you can also flip the seats from here like this, and they would flip down totally if the front seat would be a little bit more in the front. But you can see overall very versatile, and then you have some more space below that, for example for a replacement tire. I wonder if you could put this very exact cover a little bit higher. Yeah, it looks like. Well, doesn't it? So what about the engine range? We'll have 120 to 180 horsepower in total from petrol and diesel engines. And petrol engines will be 1.2 or 1.6 liter, and diesels 1.6 or 2 liters of displacement. And there's not a special engine cover available for that. Also, you have no hydraulic dampers. But I think the engine choices will be sufficient for this compact SUV. And some more colors and also interior variations I can already tell you so far. Let's first start with the colors. Here it's like the 3008 GT line. The other one was also GT. You see it's a same strong resemblance at the very front. Without a GT line you don't have such a hard contrast as the lower part. But here it is in white. Which color do you like best? There's some more others to come. And here you have a different seat setup also interior-wise, because they are also offering a lot of cloth seats. And here a combination of cloth, and our information goes that far that it is cloth and a leatherette. It's a beautiful combination, and for example also good for the climate comfort. So a lot of interesting materials that are offered here again. And I want to stress it again, if you look at your side of the door, at the inside again, this is a sofa-like cloth material which looks very worthy and cozy at the same time. A strong red. Is this yours here? I think that does fit very well to the car, especially if you have it in a GT line, because the contrasting in silver and black also play a bigger role right here. And this is the interior choice with Alcantara or microfiber in a diamond quilting structure, again combined with the leatherette. Beautiful idea really, and also a lot of space. You can already see it you have on the seat. And on the inside of the doors here we have matte wood open cell, very natural, great feeling, great styling, and I'm really amazed by that, because this is only usually in high class premium cars, and we have it in a, let's say, normal compact SUV segment already. Perla Nera is called this color here. And it wouldn't be my favorite one, because I would more go for a strong color, but maybe it's yours. But what is interesting, you can't see it from the front, but if we soon take a look at the side profile, this special color is also called Coupe Franche, and this is a special edition which was also available for the 308 GTI to stress a contrast racing feeling. I'm not sure if it really fits to this SUV, but take a look for yourself. And my favorite color for today, a very strong blue tone. And overall, I think, what about this car? Well, an attractive exterior, now an SUV style, that will definitely boost sales, I'm pretty sure about that. Surprise on the interior is that we got a lot of huge storage spaces, and it seems to be a step up build quality and very nice solutions as for the materials on the dashboard, inside of the doors, and also for the seats. So a lot of great choices here, looks very promising. The package could have been a little bit better, so a little bit more space in the rear. That is what I have maybe wished, but it's also not one of the longest compact SUVs, more a rather short compact SUV, and then this also still quite okay. I hoped you liked this first insight here from the Peugeot 3008 on Autogefühl.